Alright, what's up, YouTube? Um, third time's a charm, I guess. For some reason, my Roblox was just really bugging out, and I could not do anything. I mean, anything. Um, turn down this audio. This shit's loud. I guess, let me look at the menu. I clicked off of it on accident. Settings. Volume's only on 2. Graphics at 3. That's nice. So I wanted to make a quick little video about a little guide and tip that I know from playing other games like Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, all other games that are kind of similar to this game's mechanics, where it has like the dupe system, uh, artifacts, relics with these kind of things, and that's if you're struggling on something. I was just struggling on the daily challenge. I couldn't beat it. The boss got past me with like 32,000 health, so still had a good bit of health left after you got past me. Damn, what the hell? I have not checked my achievements in a minute. Shit. But yeah, I was doing the challenge. I could not beat him. I lost to him. So I was like, what can I do? Because I can't evolve him yet, at least. And what I decided to do, I remembered from playing other tower defense games, or not tower defense games, but gacha games like Genshin, Wuthering Waves, Honkai Star Rail. Those are really the main ones that I've played. I haven't played any other ones that have like a relic system and all this kind of stuff. And that's that. If you're struggling to beat something, yes, it's gonna waste you some gold a little early on your main DPS. Upgrade something. Like if you have a good, decent little piece. Like I had this piece on, so cooldown and crit damage. But then I got this piece, and it came with main damage is the main perk, crit damage, range, and cooldown. And I changed to it because you know the other ones have main cooldown as the main perk, and then crit damage as a side perk. Well, this one came with cooldown and crit damage. So I lost nothing. I lost no crit damage or cooldown. And matter of fact, I gained range because it also came with range, and then I leveled it up to max and got crit rate and dot. Dot matters, literally does not matter, but it made a massive difference. I mean, massive difference. I went from I wasn't gonna be able to beat him to I beat him pretty easily. Like the first time, he made it halfway through the map, and I wasn't able to just make enough money and sell all my units and place, so I lost. But then the second time, after I upgraded it, I beat him easily. He didn't even get out of the range of everybody. I beat him easily. Also, I put points into him. You can reset these. It does also obviously cost gold. Same with him. I lowered their cooldowns a little bit and then just gave him a ton of damage. And same with him. I lowered his cooldown a lot more than I did in his and gave him some extra damage. Mostly because I just gave him, these that have that. I could upgrade these, but I don't know. Now, I was told that these two don't add that. 55 up to 2%. Hmm. But I'm in the game, it shows 80% crit rate. So I don't know, I'm confused. but yeah, if you're struggling or something early on, I promise you it would not hurt to just upgrade this a little bit, because you could get really lucky with some substats, like getting a little bit of extra range, a little bit of crit rate. And like I said, I already had these two on the other one, so I lost nothing. But it was mostly the damage. I just needed that damage. That's the main thing I needed. So I upgraded it for the damage. And I have I think this equipped. I'm not gonna upgrade this, honestly. Like, yes, I could, because it has these two and it could also upgrade them. But it has these two, which are pretty useless if I'm being honest. Buff potency. I don't know exactly what that means right now, so I don't know what to say about that. But I don't really need that. Oh, I got mythic pants. Range. Oh. You know, this low-key actually would be not a bad piece for Ace. Oh, not all studs. Mostly just because I don't think buff. if buff potency does what I think it does, and it just makes it to where it buffs your buff, like whatever you buff, it just buffs that. Then obviously it's not gonna be good for it. But if it buffs everything by 3%, then it wouldn't be bad. But like, I don't think this would be a bad piece for Ace. Being a heal with main range perk or main range is the perk, or range is the main perk now. And then, although I don't think crit damage or crit rate matters on him. I think I've seen somewhere where crit rate and crit damage does not matter. But if you can get dot or cooldown, crazy. What can you get on the pants? Cooldown, crit rate, range, cooldown, damage, cooldown. Whoops. Dang it. Oh, I forgot I can just hover over them to see. That looks like it's just crit rate. Did I say crit damage? Cooldown damage, range. It looks like that might be it. It's always also nice to know what all can go onto what. So, like the shirts, for example, you can get damage, dot, which is great, especially for Ace. That's exactly what you want on Ace is dot. Oh, that's not. Gosh dang it. Let me, there we go. So, damage, dot, damage, dot, dot, damage, hyper armor damage. I'm assuming there's going to be a character that's just really insane for hyper armor damage. Crit damage, damage. So it looks like this is going to be the one that you'd probably want crit damage, honestly. But like I said, I've heard on Ace, crit damage and crit rate you don't really want to worry about. So I'm not sure. That looks like it may be. I might upgrade this though, because like, again, upgrading it just for him to do more dot damage that's the main reason. That's literally the only really reason you want to do it. Also, I have not gotten to use anybody right now but Kirito and Ace. But in my complete honest opinion, I think Kirito might just be the best character in the game. Because what I've heard is Jinwoo is just kind of buggy. And like you kind of have to use him solo. Can I click on him? There's Jinwoo. I got Jinwoo and 218k gems. But yeah, I've heard that. And I've seen a lot of other tier lists putting him pretty high. And I've seen some of them put him as the number one. He's definitely the best ground unit, that's for sure. But yeah, I mean he's good. Like I feel like he's just nothing but a boss killer. Like, and by nothing but I mean like literally a boss killer. 25% critical damage to bosses, 20% crit rate, and an extra follow up attack. And then on top of that, he gets 30% crit rate built into him. And then you get that, and he's forward placement. So with that, Ruler is not going to be his best one. Because Ruler is only 200% 200% damage and it limits to one placement. So, yeah, you're getting more cooldown and range. Unlike, other ones from other games. where it's 300% damage and like 10% cooldown, and I think 15% range or 20% range. Instead, you're getting 200% damage but 20% cooldown and 30% range. But at the same time, I think Duelist is just his best one, if I'm being honest. 25 crit rate, 20 range, and 35% boss damage. I think if you get Duelist with a good double trait, maybe like Duelist Eternal, uh, Duelist Sacred. Sacred would probably be good. Duelist Artificer. I think Artificer as a backup, like on a double trait. I feel like that actually wouldn't be bad on almost anybody. Because you just get more from relics. Um, definitely not a fortune. So it's either, I'm going to say Duelist, Artificer, or just Duelist Sacred. Or Duelist Eternal. Any of them double traits. But I think Duelist is 100% his best trait. Even more so than having Ruler and Duelist. Because I feel like you're going to lose out a lot more damage. Because I haven't evolved him, but he's decently cheap right now. Well, I guess since I also haven't evolved him, that means I don't know what it could be when you evolve him. He might not be one placement. Does it say? Doesn't look like it. I don't see where it says anything, so I don't know. That's what I'm working on right now. Is evolving Kirito. I have just not gotten lucky. I'm close to getting this, but I still need a ton of things. But I low-key like this game. I think this game has a lot of great potential, and I think that's why a lot of people are kind of playing it right now, because they know it's going to have a lot of good potential. If they can, keep doing good. I kind of like what they're doing. It's a gacha game with even more gacha. with the relics and stuff. Like, that's why Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, Honkai Star Rail, other games like that are still popular because people just love that aspect of trying to get lucky and get their favorite character or get a character in the game just fully maxed. Fully perfect. And when I say perfect, I mean like 100% create as much crit damage as you can, as much damage, as much cooldown, as much range as you possibly can. Like perfect gear pieces, perfect everything, fully maxed on the ethereal. And I think that's why people love these kind of games. And I think with this being anime too, it's gonna do great. I'm really hoping it does great because I'm really enjoying this game right now. I just haven't got to play much, but I think that again I haven't evolved them. I'll know when I evolve them, but at the moment, I think him with Duelist is better. Now, when you evolve him, he goes down placements. Then maybe yes, but I would still say Duelist and maybe Ruler, but you would have to get very very lucky to get that, obviously. Um, Speaking of that, who's on banner right now? Because I kind of forgot. Oh, I don't think these two are really that good. I wouldn't mind doing it for Spade, but I would rather go for one where it's like, um, Kirito, Spade, and I think Kenpachi, because I think he's the best stun in the game. I feel like that would be a good one. Shanks is okay, or from what I've seen, Shanks is just an okay support. I can't tell who that is. That's Idol. I don't know. I think she's a buffer, but I don't know. Mob. Oh yeah, Cyborg or Genos. Who is this? I cannot tell who that is. I have 11k gems. Man, I'm really messing with this game. Like, I'm really, really, really messing with it. But that's the main thing. Um, just as a tip, if you're struggling early on, just upgrade a good piece. Don't just put on any piece um, like this. You see it has crit rate. Don't just throw that on and level it up because you don't really want the cooldown as the main stat. You would rather want damage or maybe crit damage. Um, or crit rate. And then maybe range. Like if it's a support, you'd want range. But for the most part, you'd want damage, crit rate, um, you know. You kind of want those as the main stat. So like a piece like this that comes with damage, crit damage, cooldown, range, that's a pretty good piece to level up. That's an okay piece to level up. Because you're getting decent side perks to help alongside your main perk. You're not trying to min-max right now in the game. You're not trying to already start getting, maxed out this early. It's not gonna be possible. You're gonna have to farm later. And that's another thing that people love about these games is farming for these kind of pieces. It might take a while, but it's what's fun. Just the farming aspect and finally get it when you finally like, yes, I got a piece with let's say crit damage, crit rate, damage substat, cooldown, range, and hell, I don't know. Just something else random. Just a good one that you know is 100%. You level up and see what you get as your substats. But at the moment, early on, you're not worried about substats that much. You're not worried about the substats all that much. And like I said, I could level this up. Matter of fact, I might actually just go ahead and level this up. It's not terrible, but again, you're mostly just wanting it for the damage early on. Matter of fact, let's do 3. 100% chance. I got dot. See, now it's even worse because he doesn't need dot. I don't know what effect res really does or buff potency. But when you're upgrading it again, see, I got dot. That's terrible. Now I'm not going to upgrade this piece anymore because I know it's not going to be any beneficiary, any benefit to me. It's just not going to be good, you know? So I'm not leveling up this piece anymore. What's the max? 4% chance? Oh my, I didn't realize there's a chance thing. That's crazy. But yeah, like you don't want to just like I said, you see how I got unlucky. Now, what I could do is upgrade it just one more time just to get that extra 4%, but I'm not that worried about that 4%. And instead, I'm just not going to upgrade it anymore because I've already gotten one bad substat in it with dot. Now, if it would have been like crit rate or cooldown, I might would have done it again. But getting dot on a character that it doesn't benefit, terrible. Now, eventually, I could actually switch this shirt over once I get a better shirt and give it to Ace because it's going to have the damage and it's also going to have dot on there. So it's going to have both. But at the moment, I don't think... Actually, this piece wouldn't be bad. Damage, crit damage, range. So that's the level 4. That's the 5. That's the 6. Okay, we'll upgrade it to 6. So I got dot and cooldown. Cooldown's not bad. Dot is bad because, again, I was going to give this one to Kirito. But see, it's better to still have dot as the main perk because you can get dot up as much as possible. You know what? I'm going to switch it. I'm going to give him this shirt. And I'm going to give... It's just going to be better. Hold on, I'll make sure I got it equipped. It did. It's just going to be better because it doesn't have the 10% dot. And it does still have crit damage. It doesn't have crit rate anymore. But it does have crit damage, range, and cooldown. It just lost the crit rate. Oh, and buff potency. So, but just I pushed the wrong button. Whoops! I thought I goofed up. Thought I goofed up bad. Wait, where did it go? Oh, sure. Man, I'm not gonna lie, that noise that really annoys the crap out of me. But yeah, now see, he has 28% more damage, 2.5% crit rate, cooldown, and 10% dot. So I got double the dot from what I had equipped before. Oops, not that. It's 5%, so now I have another 5%, and I have 28% damage. I just gained 28% damage on him. So now he's going to be even stronger, and Kirito is going to be even stronger as well. Does it show the damage? Oh, it does. It's 180 now. It was 140 before, and now it's 180. So, plus 10% burn damage. So, you see, that's just how much of a difference these things make. Now, to show, I'm going to just go do a story real quick. How long is this video going? Damn, I did not expect this video to be this long. But, we're going to create, go to legend, go here, and do this one. Yeah, because that's the one that I need for Kirito. I'm going to beat this and then probably end the video there. I hate that I can't really do all the best kind of editing that I would want to on console. That's why I'm hoping I can maybe get a PC soon. Oh. But now these two characters should be doing even more. Like on placement, he's doing 160. Before, he was doing 98. Like before on placement, he was doing 98. So I have already almost doubled his damage since before I started upgrading his gear or putting points into his thing. Let me put Ace down. But before at max level, he was also doing... Well, with that, just the pants upgrade that I did on him, he was doing 1,000. But now that I did the shirt upgrade as well, he'll be doing more, obviously. And that's the thing with this game, is you're going to want to, early on, you're going to want to just upgrade some gear pieces, or relic pieces. So he's up to 1137 damage. Plus 80% crit rate, 64 crit damage. Oh. How does he have 80 crit rate? I don't know. I mean, obviously his dot, but that doesn't matter. And he has a little bit of extra range from his passives. He's up to 1752. Plus 10% dot, no extra range, crit rate, but again, like I said, I don't think crit rate really matters all that much. And I have cooldown on him too, because again, I put points into his damage and cooldown, more into damage. And now he's good damage, like really good damage. And he's 3 placements, I think. Yeah, 3 placements. So, yeah, that's a huge jump. And again, with Kirito having an 80% crit rate, with that amount of damage, he shreds bosses. Like, Kirito absolutely shred bosses. Also, I don't think Shanks is working. I swear, I don't think he's getting his passive work. It says on boss bond. 20% damage to all units in range and not stackable, but I'll show you when the boss spawns. The boss spawned, they didn't get the damage. And they're in range, but they didn't get the damage. Oh, I got a frozen one. Nice. I need that. But, anyways, that's gonna do it for me. Man, big tip. Just get decent pieces that you have and just give it to your unit. And, upgrade it a little bit. And like I did with this piece, since I got dot too much, and it's not gonna help Kirito too much, I could upgrade it for, what's his name, but I'm not going to. Again, this piece, I'm not gonna upgrade it, because I just know I'm gonna get dot again. And you know what? And it's a 61%. Okay, nice. I got range. It's not terrible, but again, it's not the best. Like, wow, those are expensive. $12K for those last levels. So how much would it be for this? 37K. Wow. Yeah, see, like I didn't get that lucky. I mean, I got it to level 9, but I didn't get that lucky, and I just got a little bit of extra range. If it would have been crit damage, great. Cooldown, great. Dot, not great. So, yeah, just if you're struggling, upgrade some gear pieces or relics. I promise you, it'll help you. Just look for a decent piece that's not terrible, and for example, like this, don't upgrade it too much if it's not going to be worth it, especially with how expensive it is and it's a low chance to get it to begin with. Don't take that risk. Just upgrade it a little bit, and if I would have gotten lucky and got crit rate or cooldown, like I said, I might have done it one more time. But because I got dot, I just went ahead and stopped because I'm good with the extra little bit of damage that I got. So, but yeah, like I said, I'm really enjoying this game. I'm definitely gonna be trying to make some content on this game. I'm trying to evolve Kirito right now as quick as I can. But I'll catch y'all when I evolve Kirito because that's when I'm gonna make my next video. Peace.